Hi everyone, Ryu here again. Starting back up our run, our Growlithe is at level 10 now. I did do off-screen training. Next order of business is to face our rival right here. So, there are two ways we could go about this. We could take the extremely cheeky route, just tease him a little bit with a bunch of leers, or we can just get to business and use Bite. Alright. So I'm going to give a little explanation of... So, we're about to be able to nickname our rival. I'm going to give a little bit of an explanation on where the name I'm going to give my rival comes from. Alright, so... I am in the process of writing a Pokemon fanfiction. So, based in Kalos, there's a group of 6 trainers, and I base these characters off of people in real life. There's a character, Ryu, who's based off of myself, which is where my characters in the game is based off of. And within that group of 6, there's a kid who is essentially Ryu's rival, and that's where who I'm going to be naming this person after. And by that I mean I'm going to give him the name of the character in that story. I will link my Wattpad in the description. If I forget to, please remind me to do that in the comments. My story is still in the process of being written. It doesn't have a lot done, but I'm currently working on writing it. So I'm hoping to make a good dent in it in the near future. So yeah. Also, this episode we're actually going to get to battle actual trainers. So that's going to be a lot more fun as compared to just battling wild Pokemon. And now we enter my absolutely least favorite part of pretty much every Pokemon game. Something they decided to force upon you after generation, I believe, 2, maybe 3. But it's the catching tutorial. It's optional in Pokemon Gold and Silver, and I'm pretty sure it's optional in Red, Blue, and Yellow. But I remember it being optional in Gold and Silver. And all Gen 4, Gen 5, and Gen 6 titles have this. It's something I find to be very wrong to have to be forced upon us, because a large percentage of the Pokemon community at this point knows how to throw a Pokeball. I mean, it just drives me nuts that every game I have to sit through that and at the beginning, and I have no choice but to sit through it when I've known how to throw a Pokeball for the longest time now. I mean, it should be optional. I, as a Pokemon veteran, shouldn't have to sit through a 5-minute long tutorial on how to throw a Pokeball when I've been perfectly capable of doing it for years now. I don't need to relearn how to throw a Pokeball when just the other day I caught a Terrakion. I mean, that requires throwing many more Pokeballs than a Sentret on Route 29. I mean, it's not like it's the same game, but if I'm able to catch Terrakion on my Pokemon Black version, I shouldn't need to learn how to catch a Sentret on my Pokemon Heart Gold or Soul Silver. I mean, if you've played a Pokemon game before, you shouldn't need to sit through the same catching tutorial every 5 minutes. Alright, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but every game. It's really old and something that should be optional at this point. Oh. We're gonna battle this guy just because we need the sick XPs. Although his level 2 Caterpies are no challenge for us. And we have reached level 11, which is nice. It'll make our lives much easier in upcoming battles. Alright, so I think we're actually gonna have time to hit up the old Sprout Tower, get some training in against some Bellsprouts, and a couple of Hoothoots. Shouldn't be too much of a challenge, considering we're a fire type against a bunch of plants. This could be deadly. If you guys do not like mass burnings, like a large amount of things being burned by little cat dogs, I suggest you turn away starting now. Otherwise, feel free to sit me char a couple of Bellsprouts. By a couple, I mean like 10. Okay, that X accuracy is going to come in much handy. I'd actually have caught one of those had it not been a solo run, and I'm not actually sure if I can trade here, but if I can, I would have caught that, and then as soon as I hit it, got it to Haunter, it would have been a Gengar. I mean, who's going to pass up an opportunity to have a Gengar on their team? Now, I won't say Gengar is my favorite Ghost-type Pokemon, but it's up there. I've had some pretty positive experiences with the Gengar line before, when I was first doing Pokemon, first started Pokemon, and those positive experiences have made the Gengar line very high up on the Ghost-type list. Oh yeah, I should probably pick up some awakenings, because the last thing we want is for any of our Pokemon to faint. Wouldn't we? Because any Pokemon fainting is an automatic loss. Just pick up this escape rope. Alright, so now we face a Ghastly. And a bite for you! Alright. Alright. Level 13. We are now on par with a certain gym leader's Pidgeotto. And that's not counting defeating his Pidgey and the Spearow and Pidgey of his two little gym helpers. So, this should be easy. Alright. I'm going to actually cut the video off here. Save the gym battle for another time. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.